Hello, everybody.
That's amazing.
Wow. Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone. Hey.
Oh,
Look at this
nice to see all of
meeting.
these beautiful people coming in.
Hey, I can see some friends.
Hi, Trish.
Hi.
Oh, I see. Hi. Hi, Nara.
everyone.
I'm trying to see as many.
Hi, everybody. How are you? Nice
Hello,
to
we're
meet
doing
you.
well.
Hi, Nara.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
So you're probably all muted coming in. And so if you want to just say hi at the beginning, just unmute yourself, say hi. And, we will ask you to mute yourself again. Otherwise, it gets a bit noisy. But we want to welcome everybody to the custom party for the Hohi Summer Knitalong. Yay! If you don't know me, I'm Paola, one of the co-hosts and co-founder of mYak Fibers. And we are so excited to have Hohi here with us.
Hi, everyone. I am Joji, and I am the designer of the patterns that you'll be knitting for this Knitalong, which is a great honor. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, Kevin, Ray, Paola, for hosting. And yeah, I'm really excited to be here. I am together with my dog, Perry, who's sitting here. So I won't mute myself, but sometimes you might hear her snore. I will make sure that I move her so it doesn't bother. But yeah, Perry's over here too. Hey, Perry, you have some doggy friends saying hello.
Well, if you hear me snore, I will try to mute myself too. And I want to thank you and welcome Kevin and Ray from Needles at the Ready.
Hello.
Yeah. Who is Kevin and who is Ray?
I'm Kevin.
I'm Ray.
And we're just really excited to be here and asked to be a part of this. So this is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's so exciting. I mean, if you've all followed us on the podcast, you saw one of my first patterns was the Pure Joy by Hohi, and I think it was probably my second shawl, and it was honestly the pure joy to knit. And I think I've said that a million times, and so has everybody else. But that's what I decided to do this time as well. So I'm really excited.
Yeah, and I'm going to be knitting at dawn using some mYak yarn. So it's my first time knitting that. So I'm excited to try this shawl.
Yeah.
Nice. So how we want to do, we will sort of chat. We will let you know, we'll show you some samples, we'll ask questions. Now, if you will see the chat down below, if you have any question, you can put it in the chat. And we will try also to highlight and spotlight some of you if you want to be coming in and show us what you cast on, tell us what you've been casting on, if you are casting on. And again, this Knitalong is the easiest ever. There are no rules, no nothing. You just come, join, and just Knitalong for the summer. Hohi actually starts in her own Knitalong well, she always has that. You have always have the Knitalong, right? At the end of beginning of
September. Yes, every year. We're on to year 13, I think now.
Wow.
Yep. So yeah, that's the serious one. That's the real one. This is just
this is serious too. The old one. This is the new and shiny one.
This is the no rule. Let's get fun. And as we said, the only rule is that you have to cast on or knit one of Hohi's pattern, and she has so many beautiful ones, and so we should just get going. I'm just admitting all this person. If you see me a bit aloof, it's just because I'm trying to do everything today. So I'll here. But let's start with Hohi. You're back home in Argentina.
The winter.
Yeah, it's winter.
Summer. I wish I was doing like a proper summer Knitalong, but yeah, I'm down here in the winter.
And but is that really cold? Does it get really cold?
No, it doesn't really. So here I am in my studio. There's no heating or air conditioning. Probably today is about 20 Celsius. So that's hotter than a lot of countries' summers. And yes, I don't really get to wear my knitting a lot of time, but usually June to August, you'll see me wearing a cardigan and a shawl, and that's it. September, we're like sleeveless again.
That's when we start getting ready for winter. So it's, it's always the opposite. And Kevin and Ray, you are joining us from, is that Massachusetts? No,
No,
Connecticut.
Connecticut.
Yeah, we're in Stratford, Connecticut.
it's a good
We're about
start.
an- yeah,
Me
we're
and
about
my
an hour and a half.
geography. It's,
Yep.
you're not that far. You're not that far from New York. It's like an hour drive or?
Yeah, it's train ride. I think it's about an hour and a half. So we're pretty close to New York City and not far from Mass either. Mass is like an hour and a half drive for
Mhm.
us also.
We're in a really good location to just pick up and drive to like some really cool yarn events and some big cities and stuff. But
Right.
we live in a very small town called Stratford. It's like on the water on Long Island.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Well, not-
Mindy and Naomi are from Connecticut too, and they are saying hello.
Hello.
Oh,
Mindy.
hello.
Hello, Naomi.
Yes. Oh, yeah. And Kim, yes. There's a lot of Connecticut as well. Yeah, I see that. And somebody's knitting Solare. Oh, in some rescued Peruvian yarn from a local yarn store. Oh, that's nice. And, one of the things that people have asked us is when, we do this Knitalong is, what kind of yarn can we use? And I always say, any yarn, really, everybody, all us knitters, we all such have a big stash first, and this is really just to be together and enjoy some, couple of months knitting along. We don't care what yarn you use. If you want to use mYak yarn, you're very welcome, of course.
And there's a discount also for mYak.
And but anything is really good. And if you use stash yarn, do it because it's and I think one of the nice things about your pattern, Joji, is that they're very adaptable to different weights as well. So people, as long as you get gauge, some of them, especially the shawls, I think it's some of them.
I think most shawls are adaptable, and also lately I've been designing, and a lot of us have been designing, carrying different strands together. So like using, how many of us have been knitting with one strand of fingering and one strand of mohair or DK and mohair, and that is also giving people confidence to substitute maybe a pattern that they are looking at and it's worsted, but they have some sport weight yarn and they want to join in a new yarn, and then they will get gauge. So I think that our community has become a lot more experienced over the years and confident. And so I think that a lot of patterns are really adaptable. And so you can definitely use your stash.
Yeah. And we will talk about what Kevin and Ray are casting on. And I just want to, we're going to have, this is the cast on, we're going to have another Zoom in midsummer, like in August. And then we will have one last one at the end of September, just before, or probably is it going to be at the end of September, just to give you enough time to knit everything you want to knit. And we are going to try to be together, right, for a live event at Brooklyn General in Brooklyn, in New York, with Kevin and Ray. At the end of September is going to be the yarn crawl, and Brooklyn General is going to host us. So we are going to finish the Knitalong. And so if you are in the New York area or in the tri-state area and you want to come and meet Kevin and Ray and myself, Joji will not be there, but she will be there in spirit.
Yes, I will. Yes.
So yeah, and if you, and again, Brooklyn General also has all of our yarn. So if you are in the area, in the tri-state area, and you want to get some yarn and you don't want to get it shipped from us, it's a good place to get your yarn. I'm trying to, wow, there's a lot of comments going on at the same time.
I'm waving at everyone in the chat room. Right now I can see Pat's, Abby's, Virginia, Diana, and Nancy's comments. And I've been reading the previous one.
Yeah.
So hi, and it's so nice to read what you guys are knitting. Amazing.
Yes, it's and we're going to see some more as well. But let's talk about let's start with Kevin and Ray. So tell us a little bit about yourselves.
Well, I was born in 1980. No, I'm just kidding.
We are married.
Oh, yeah.
I've been knitting.
Thanks for adding that to the top of the list.
Of course.
That's great.
I've been knitting for, I think it's about 10 years.
Mhm.
And it really picked up with our niece being born is really one of the things that kind of got me going, knitting a bunch of baby things. And then I found YouTube podcasts, and that just kind of fed my desire to knit. And it's really cool to see different projects people are working on and different yarns they're working with and finding new designers. And that's kind of why I decided to start the channel, was just to see it from a male perspective, knitting, because a lot of the podcasts do tend to be female. So, and then life just kind of changed, and Ray was able to join. And after like episode 3, and it's just kind of taken off from there, and we have a lot of fun.
Yeah, I've been knitting for about 3 years. I tried when Kevin did. I thought it was like really cool. It wouldn't work for me. I tried so hard, and I couldn't understand it. So I wanted to do something. So Kevin suggested crocheting, because you're only using one hook, and you don't have to manage everything on the needles or fallen stitches and stuff. So I watched a couple of YouTube videos and taught myself how to crochet. And so I was able to kind of do some yarny things with Kevin. And then it really was the podcasts. Kevin started getting into YouTube podcasts, and I've said this before, and so sorry if you've all heard this, but I would make fun of Kevin for watching these knitting podcasts because I didn't understand. And I said to him, like, you're watching people just talk about knitting, like they're not even knitting and not doing anything. And I'm like, this is the most bizarre thing in the world. So I would go upstairs to bed, and he would still be downstairs watching these podcasts. And I hear him hysterically laughing. Like, what is this? So finally, I think one day we were off together, and he threw on the Grocery Girls, I think. And they were like knitting socks and chatting. And I started laughing right along with them. And I was like, this is really entertaining, and it makes me really want to like try knitting again. And so I did, and it clicked. That time just certainly clicked. And I can't stop knitting, like everywhere. Kevin makes fun of me in so many different ways, but I knit everywhere. I can't sit on the couch without knitting. I bring my knitting to when we get our hair cut. I had to drop my car off this morning. I brought my knitting thinking I was going to sit there and knit while they were working on my car. Unfortunately, they said it was going to take too long, so I came home. But yeah, and it's just, and joining the podcast was just meeting everybody, the community. And I said this earlier before you all came on. It's like, it's really the community that keeps us motivated and happy. And when we post things on Instagram or we see you all at events, it's honestly the best thing that we could have ever imagined. Just like hanging out and chatting with people and meeting everybody and hugging people. Just our community is it's amazing. So that's pretty much our knitting story.
Yeah.
I remember when I started watching you, it was very interesting because I don't really watch many podcasts, to be honest. I just don't have the time.
Yeah.
Well, ours is 2 hours as well, so it's a commitment. You're sitting down to watch it.
And I think that the Kate and Kim and Laura from the Knitting Posse, they're actually here. So hi, ladies.
Hi, friends.
They're our friends.
And they told me about you, and they said, "Oh, you should really follow them. They're really fun." And I'm like, "Oh, interesting." So I started watching, and I don't watch all of them, of course.
Right.
But and then I thought, it was really nice. And then I met you, and I was like, wow, when you meet you guys in person, you're exactly the same. You're not, what you come across in your podcast is really you. Some people like posing or trying to do things, elaborate things on their knitting podcast. You're like their neighbor friend. It's really nice.
That's one of the best comments we ever get.
Yeah.
On the channel is that you guys feel like you're our next door neighbors, or we want you to be our next door neighbors, or you're exactly the same in person as, we share our mistakes. We talk about our blunders, and, it's real. We are who we are. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the best compliment that we can get.
Yeah.
It's my favorite thing to hear. And we just love doing it. We have such a blast. It's so fun. It's fun getting to connect with people, and it's fun getting to inspire people. I think it's really cool when people find a pattern or, you know, that they haven't heard of, and they go and they try it out and they thank us for mentioning a yarn. So it's really, I think it's just, that's very important to kind of keep the community growing too.
Yeah. It's still very humbling though, too, when we get a chance to meet, you know, we met Tracy and Jody, we met you, you know, we're here with Hohi, meeting her for the first time. And like, you know, these are people that we grew up watching, you know, in our knitting lives. And it's just neat to come, you know, full circle and be able to meet people in real life and have that connection.
Oh, good. I see a lot of comments coming through. I'm trying to read them as fast as I can. I know that Hoki does. There's a lot of beautiful comments about you guys, how you make people happy just watching your podcast. So
everyone wants to be your neighbor, everyone.
Yeah. So I guess I did something right in inviting you to join this Knitalong, yeah?
Well, thank you. We really appreciate that.
It's funny because I was very nervous. I was talking to Andrea, the co-founder that you met in New York, and I said, "Oh, you know, just before Montreal, before I met you in Montreal," and I said, "I think I should ask them. I would be so nice." And he said, "Yeah, that's cool. Finally, some men, and you know, we just need some more men." And I said, "Well, will you join me and will you start knitting maybe?" And he said, "Oh no, I can't do that." And then I said, you know, then I was in Montreal, and he said, "Did you ask them?" And I said, "No, I don't. You know, I don't. I'm very shy. I know it doesn't look like." But I'm really shy in asking people. And then I did. And you said, yes, I think, you know, I said, well, we are going to do a knit along with Ho. You said, yes.
Right.
There was no question.
Thank you.
Let's talk about Hohi. Hohi, I mean, everybody knows you. I'm sure that most people of course, they, you know, join because they love your work. And we were just, you know, we were just together here. I'm in Italy. But let's talk about the two designs. I mean, your most recent design, or let's talk about your design process, maybe a little bit, or whatever you want to talk about.
Yes. So these designs were born, I think, last year. Paola and I started planning a retreat together. Paola invited me to come and take part in one of their retreats for mYak. And so every retreat is different. I work for different companies. Some companies want some certain things, other things. And Paola really wanted, the mYak team wanted a couple of patterns to be offered to the attendees as part of their goodie bag and swag. And I was always, you know, I'm always happy to design something, and I love Paola's yarns. So, you know, and I also asked her, like, am I allowed to publish these patterns afterwards, or are they just for this event? So Paola, of course, said, no, what do you mean? Of course you can publish them. So I already knew when I designed these two pieces that they were going to be for this retreat. I started thinking of the place where we were going to be and the season. So this took place in June. I knew it was going to be warm. So one of the pieces needed to be something very summery, and it's the shawl I'm wearing today. Perhaps it's not showing so well because it's all bunched up around my neck. But it's the Sotto il Sole shawl. And this is the sample that I made. There's a funny story about the colors that you can tell Paola later.
No, because then you complain that I tell the story wrong.
It's called, I will make her tell it, don't worry. It's called Sotto il Sole, and in Italian that means under the sun. And yeah, basically I never look like what I imagine, right? But I could see myself drinking Prosecco in Italy with a white dress, and these things never happen because I travel with a carry-on, so I never have the fancy clothes with me. But you know, that's the style I was going for. So I wanted something neutral colored, something that I can you know, that it's not too busy, that I can wear with basically anything in my wardrobe. So a white dress or something a bit more casual. And also Paola and I were chatting about what it feels like, what knitters feel like when they are at a knitting event. It doesn't have to be a retreat. What kind of project do you want to knit when you go somewhere, right? So we usually don't want something very complicated, something that you have to count rows, or, you know, doing short rows can be a little bit tricky, or cables. So I really wanted one of the pieces to be very easy. So this is a triangular shawl. It has a traditional construction where you have a central spine and you increase stitches on the edges and at each side of the central spine. And then there's a very simple, you know, I don't like to say easy because it's difficult for some of us, but it's a simple lace. And the interesting part is that I just did some stripes within the lace to make it look a little bit more interesting. And then after the first section of lace, I did this first section in the yellow and the beige colors, and then I got to a part where I only wanted some garter stitch, but at the same time I was designing a cardigan called La Prairie, which you might have seen me release at the beginning of the year. And I had just developed a new technique for making the bubbles stay on the right side of your knitting. So I was very excited to use this technique somewhere else. So I just added some bubbles to the design, but I think that they make the design look better. I didn't add a lot so that it wouldn't be too much, but some people, they just don't like bubbles. You can just ignore the instruction and knit a regular stitch, of course.
Yeah, so cute.
Yes, so that was the inspiration for Soto el Sole. Why don't you tell the story about the colors that I use? By the way, the colors are called Fieno, and that is the controversial color. And the beige one, and the yellow is Savitri. And Paola knows I really like gold and yellow. So of course I was going to pick one of these.
So the story behind it is quite funny. Joji was on her way to Barcelona Knit Festival. And she said, I'm going to decide on the colors when I see them at Barcelona. Your team is going to be there, Carlotta and Elena, that work there, my two colleagues from Italy. You know, mYak is a small team, it's just 4 of us all together. And so the 2 of them are going to be in Barcelona. And Joji said, I'm going to decide on the colors then. So Joji goes to Barcelona, she goes to the mYak booth, which is, you know, you said it was quite busy. And so you said to Carlotta, I'm just going to be, you know, figure things out myself. Don't worry about me. I'm just looking.
I mean, everyone, you know, the 2 or 3 girls, I think Gabby was there too, and they were super busy helping people out with their colors. And I felt like I was being a nuisance at the booth. So I just wanted to, you know, be as small as possible. I'm just going to sneak in and look at your colors, and I'll let you know when I'm ready, but don't worry about me. Just, you know, help the knitters. And so I was doing my own thing in the corner, trying to see, and the story continues.
So just before Barcelona, we, you know, for whatever reason, we had to retire some colors and of the baby yak silk, because we don't have a huge amount of fiber that we can, you know, purchase from the nomads. We have allocated budget and everything else, and it's not that we can just order the fiber on Amazon and you know, and get it dyed and just do more colors. So we had retired the color Fieno just maybe like a month before, and but we had a few skeins left, and the team brought it to Barcelona just to sell it off. You know, we had sold it all, we had put it on sale, and it was basically sold out. And we were just, you know, I did not like the color personally. So I said, that goes out of the palette. It's done. I'm done with this Fieno. I don't want to see it anymore. We are done with it. Let's bring in other colors. And, you know.
So nice. I mean, it's so good.
I know. I've been proven wrong once before. No, once more. And so, you know, here's Joji picking her colors. And yeah, I think I can't remember. Anyway, she picked the color, she left. And Carlotta texted me saying, okay,
Just a small comment here. Like whenever you tell Joji to pick colors, it will be a non-color yarn.
Yeah.
So I will try to go to the corner where your most boring yarn is, like where can I find the least color possible? And that's what I'm going to take. Now, if you want Joji to use color, you force a colored yarn into her stash.
Yeah.
Like, hey, here you have hot pink yarn. Oh, okay. Let's see. But if you have me pick colors, you have to know that this is going to happen.
Well, it's the last time you do pick colors. So anyway, I had a bet with myself saying that Joji would have picked the Savitri and Ulivo, the green. And, so when Carlotta told me, Joji chose the colors, but we have a little problem. I said, what problem? What color did she choose? Savitri and Fieno. I said, what? I said, did you tell her that we discontinue the yarn? That color, we don't have it. We're not going to have it. And so Carlotta said to me, you tell Joji that she can't have that color. So what we had to do, we have to rush back in production and make sure that this beautiful Fieno is back in the palette just in time to release all the kits.
Just so you guys know, I wasn't aware of this
until
the pattern was finished, and only then she told me. And I even ran out of yarn, and I asked them to find one more skein in the same dye lot.
So we have to rummage in the showroom to try to see if we had something left somewhere, and try to call people, since you have this lot number of this color that we just and so it's back. Fieno is back.
At least for these kids, it's back, and I think it's really elegant.
No, we keep it. Now we keep it. It's going to be in the palette, and I'm not going to move it out of any more of that color. But the same happened. No, I didn't say happened. The same happened with the hipster shawl and the mustard color. I'll show you this one. I'm sorry, just another funny story. Me and Joji have a lot of funny story. So, hipster, you tell the story. I show the shawl. So this is the first design, the hipster shawl, beautiful hipster shawl that Joji has designed with our yarn with a mYak medium in mustard, which I love, and it's still available.
So first time, this was back in maybe 2017, not long after mYak started. I don't remember what year you started, but mYak was, they started big, like with a big bang, but they weren't an old company. And so Paula had reached out a couple of times to ask me if I wanted to design with their yarns. But for anyone who doesn't know, I can't receive parcels here at my studio at home. So all of my yarn has to be shipped somewhere where I can pick it up somewhere when I'm traveling, and then I can bring it in my suitcase, and no one really goes through my suitcase. I don't have any restriction to bring in anything with me. It's just that anything that goes through the postal service gets stopped, and it will never enter the country. It doesn't matter if I want to pay the taxes. So Paula learned that I was traveling in Bainbridge Island at a certain time, and they had a retailer in this island. And so she texts me and says, oh, I see you're going to this island, and we have Church Mouse yarns there who has our yarns. Please go there and pick up some yarn for a design. I said, okay, Paula, I will. So same story. I come into the store, the owner is waiting, and she says, Paula told me you need to pick yarn for the design. I said, okay. But I was also a little bit self-conscious because I felt like she was looking at, okay, what is she picking? What will she do? And I didn't have a design in mind. So again, I'm looking at their most neutral color. They didn't have a lot of colors. And to me, the most neutral was the mustard. So I took it with me. And shortly after, I took it on a trip and I started the hipster shawl in mustard, which I love. And it's to date my favorite thing that I have ever needed for me. It comes with me on every trip that I do during the winter time, because it's heavier than your normal shawl and I get really cold. So the hipster shawl, it's not part of my samples, it's my own wardrobe, and I don't let anyone touch it because it's mine. But then, okay, I published the pattern. I didn't think it was going to be popular, but it turns out to be quite popular. And Paula starts selling kits in a rainbow of colors. But of course, everyone wants it in mustard.
I mean, seriously, I didn't have as many colors at the time. We didn't have as many colors, but we were publishing the yarn bundles and say, yeah. So at one point I had to contact Jorge saying, please stop advertising the hipster shawl because I don't have any yarn to sell. Nobody wants the other colors. Everybody wants mustard. I said, stop posting about it. Which is probably the worst marketing thing that I ever done.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
And then later when, sorry?
I said it's obviously popular. It looks like Trish has showed one that she's finished.
Yes,
And
Trish
Nara,
is
is that how you
showing.
say it?
Yeah, let me
Nara,
see if
Nara?
I can.
She's knitting one now, it looks like. That's awesome.
It's the best color. I mean, it's the best, Trisha, I agree.
So pretty.
It's so nice.
And Nara is knitting it too, yeah.
So shortly after, I also met Paula at BK Live, and I had to pick yarn for a new design. And same, I said, you go help your people. I'll just browse the shelves over here, do my thing. And she says, pick anything except mustard.
And
Oh,
then
well.
we come to the Solare, yeah? We come to the beautiful sweater that you designed, the second design that you did. And guess what color she chose?
The oatmeal. The oatmeal, she was keeping this color from me. And back. I picked this one last winter for you guys at BK Live. Paula was having her booth there, and so I needed the yarn for the second design. Solare was ready. Sotto il Sole was ready, but I needed to start the second design, and it was kind of late for me. It always takes me a few months to finish a design, so I thought I would pick a medium weight yarn, not something too thin, because I really wanted to work on the design quickly. And the part of the process that takes the most time to me is the knitting, actually. I'm a slow knitter. My mom helps me with a big chunk of my samples. So for Solare, I think mom started knitting from here to the bottom. And if I'm not mistaken, she knit both sleeves also from the yoke down. And so even then, I struggle finishing things quickly. So yeah, I picked the medium, the mYak medium, because I knew that I was going to be able to finish quickly. This piece, if you guys are knitting it, you'll see how quickly it grows. I think that one of the most fun things about a circular yoke is that when you start the sweater, you are all excited and you get all the interesting parts, all the challenging parts, like the short row, the neck shaping, the increases, and then when you start getting a little bit tired of a project, it becomes your commuting project. So you can take it to the car, the workshop, or and it just becomes this, these 3 tubes, or you can give it to your mom to finish. So yeah, Solare also means related to the sun in Italian, and it was also inspired by summer in Italy. And I love an oatmeal colored cable pullover. I personally wear those more than anything else. And yeah, I suppose that's it.
That's it. And of course, we sold out of the oatmeal, but that's not. But, so we kept enough to just go with that. And as I said, we only have 16 other colors that you can choose from, but of course. But what we do have, and if you go on our website, you will see, we have this glacier, which is very, very, very close to the oatmeal. It just is also natural, and this is it's just a limited edition batch that we have. It's basically like the oatmeal, just a tiny little bit, tiny little bit darker. So if you don't have the oatmeal will come back. We're just, trying to do a
My experience working with several of mYak's yarns and colors, this batch of oatmeal, and I also got to experience the glacier. Glacier?
Yeah, glacier.
They are softer because they are natural. They have been, I don't know if they've been vaporized or something, but they are very, very soft, softer than some of the other colors. I mean, mYak is super soft. This is even softer. So I really, this is one of the nicest yarns that I've ever worked with. It's really, 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 really stunning. I love my hipster shawl, but this one's even softer. So,
and what we did, of course, I love colors. So sorry, I'm just trying to do three things. And so when Joji showed me that Fieno and Savitri shawl, and I said, nice, I love the design, lovely colors, I said. And so I asked, I think Miriam is here, actually, is watching our sample knitter, amazing sample knitter. And I said, look, I want to do a version that will contrast completely what Joji has done, so that complements, it's like night and day, or the sun and the moon, and so we can probably please both audience, the people that like very muted colors, and so of course I went with a little bit wild with the Samsara and the Dakini, which is the orange and the super duper purple. And even Miriam, when I sent the yarn, she said, are you sure? And I said, yeah, go for it. And then she loves it. And I think it came out really nice. It's just my colors. And so it came out, whatever you like. I think one of the nice things about the mYak yarns, and we will talk about what Kevin and Ray are casting on, is it doesn't matter what color you choose, they all go well together. I think it's nice to do that. And then what we did, we knit Solare, actually we always say we did. Miriam knit Solare with the dusty blue, which was the last Cora Club. And I love this color. This is a really, really nice, beautiful color as well. So this is going to become with the hips, and it goes nice with the hipster shawl as well on top of it. So I'm going to be nice and toasty. I cannot put it on because it's so hot here. But oh, look at that. There's a lot of nice messages coming in. We will read them soon. But anyway,
I am reading them as
I'm trying to read them out as well. And so let's talk about Kevin and Ray. What are you casting on?
You want me to go first?
Sure.
Okay. Of course, I'm in the middle of a row. So, like I said, I wanted to cast on the Pure Joy again. We and we can show actually.
Yeah, we both knit them previously.
Yeah.
So,
and I know a lot of people are doing the Pure Joy right now. Can everybody raise their hands?
Yes,
or something?
Can you raise your hand you can also raise your hand with the reaction, right? If you have the reaction down below, you can also raise your hands electronic, or just raise your hands like that, and I can see them. Sorry, I'm trying to admit people as well.
Okay.
So quite a few people, yeah.
Oh yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
Look at that. Okay, Team Pure Joy. I love it. But
I think we influence them.
It's such a, and again, Natalie said the same thing. It is of such a pure joy to knit. So my colors, I chose the same that Paolo was just talking about, the Dakini. Am I saying that wrong?
Yes, correct.
I don't know where my box is, if you guys can see it or not. And then I put that with the Shanda. I don't know. What that is.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I ended up doing, and I mean, I'm just sharing this little tip because, and this is at the 50% baby yak and 50% silk. It's absolutely stunning. The skeins are 25-gram skeins. And when I knit, I just want to just keep going and going. So I figured, let me try and see if I can wet felt them together. And I did, and it worked so well. So like, as I was scanning them up, I just, I felted one strand to the other. So now I could just keep going.
Amazing.
Yeah. And I didn't know if it was going to work with with the silk content.
It does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of the fiber. Yeah.
Yep. It worked really, really well. I'm going to finish this.
That's so cool.
That's a good idea. I think I will have to steal your idea now.
Yeah, I said to Kevin, because I don't like to stop in the middle of a row or any, when I'm in the groove, I just like to keep going. So adding another color.
And so that for everybody to know, you can do the wet splicing, and with any of our yarn, it works so well and it's so sturdy. Any of it, it works really, really well. So that's a good idea to do that.
I was very surprised. I was like, oh my God, it's gonna break. It's gonna break. It was really strong. So this is what I have so far for the Pure Joy. It's not too much just yet, but I wanted to get that stripe in there. Oh, it's kind of hard to see.
No, you can see it.
But we can see.
You can see. Yeah.
It's absolutely stunning.
It's a good combo.
It's such a good combo. And the yarn, like you can, like, even though it's garter, like you can see the stitch definition on that is like really even. And I don't know, it's going so fast. I literally cast it on last night because I didn't want to cast on while we were doing this, because I tend to talk and get distracted really easily. And this is probably like maybe 2 hours worth of knitting for me, and I'm not the fastest knitter either. It was super, super easy, but these are the two colors together.
It's a nice combo. I love it. When you chose the color, the combo, and you sent me the color combination, I like them both.
Yeah. It was really difficult, Paula, to choose colors.
Yeah.
Like they're all so good. And so Kevin and I we spent quite a bit of time looking at the colors and being like, oh, let's do this one. How about this? Let's do this instead. I'm really, really happy with the colors.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
And I'm knitting at dawn, which I was just going through all the shawls. I knew I wanted to do a shawl, and Ray had already decided to do Pure Joy. So I was looking for something different for me. Because
we can do the same things.
I've done Pure Joy a couple of times. Like it really is my go-to gift knit. Because it knits up so quickly. Like you could get one done in 2 weeks if it's the only thing you focus on. And I've done the lightweight hipster. So I wanted to do something different that I haven't done. And At Dawn's a really nice triangle shape shawl, and it has short rows, which I love short rows in a shawl.
Too. I love short rows.
The length that it adds to it, without being too deep sometimes, because sometimes really big shawls, they can be hard to wear. So something that's long and not so deep is probably my preference for a shawl. So I'm also doing this out of the 50% yak and silk, and I'm doing it in the blue, which is
Turquoise.
There we go. And then
you should try
this is it Savitri? The gold? Savitri. So the blue's going to be my main color, and then this is my second color. And I just cast on this morning because, again, I probably would not have been able to do it during this. So I'm not very far at all. I'm just a couple rows in, and then I have a stitch marker here that you can see that I keep track of my short rows. Whenever a shawl says like knit to a certain number from your previous like wrap and turn, on my way back, I put a stitch marker there so that I don't have to count. I just know that I knit to that stitch marker and wrap and turn, and I'm good to go.
Yeah.
That's great advice. I might even use it in a future pattern. Like when you go a place marker.
Yeah.
It's so much easier for me to remember because I'll just knit past it sometimes or forget. So that's just a little reminder for me.
Especially on a garter stitch shawl like that. Like it's so easy just to keep going and going and going.
Yeah. True. That's great. Great tip.
A picture of the shawl?
Yeah.
Sorry, I just got my car is ready.
And then this is the At Dawn.
So beautiful.
Yeah, it's striped, so I think it's going to be fantastic.
Yeah.
We have done quite a few. I think I love the baby yak silk or the baby yak cotton, and we have done quite a few Joji design in this yarn because it's perfect for summer. I'm wearing the Ripple Lake as well, which is my to-go sweater or cardigan actually. All summer it comes with me. I just put it on everything. And so, many people always ask me in the summer, that's what I wear.
Well, it's so nice because it's like already, like I don't have much on here, but you can tell like how drapey it is already.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it's gorgeous.
And we also have, also it's very light, which is really nice. It's breathable. Some people say, well, it's yak, it's heavy and it's going to be warm, but it's really, if you think about it, yes, it is, it's a bit warm, but it's very airy and very, very light. If you think about all of these hair, those fiber that those yak have, if it was even heavy, they would probably walk like that, but so it's like nice and airy as well. And we did one of the oldest things that we did with the Joji design when she came out. I think this is one of the, definitely one of the oldest that we knit. Oh, let me unmute people here. Is the fitting point? Is there a fitting point? Yes, it is. Also in the baby yak silk, and we want you to demonstrate how you can stripe with solid as well if you just play with them. And so of course we've done it all of the pinks and purples and everything else, but it's such a nice big design as well. And you just released one not too long ago also that is one of these really big wrap. I forgot the name right now.
A green one called Sowing Seeds of Love.
Yes, that is beautiful. That is really, really, really something. It's on our wish list as well to get somebody to knit it for us, basically.
I like a big shawl. I cannot lie.
It's and I think one of my favorite besides the for fall, I have a couple of things I just wanted to show you. The Summit time.
My mom is making one, by the way. So the yarn that you gifted us at the retreat, Paula gifted us some of her baby camel.
Yeah.
And it's the yarn that she's showing now. And so I brought it home and I gave it to my mom as a souvenir from my trip. And she's making that same shawl.
Oh my God. Yep. Is that when you release this pattern, I was in love with it and I put it on top of my list and I kept saying, we didn't have the right yarn for it. And sometimes, we don't want to rush knitting something just because it's coming on and it's popular and everybody's doing it. I always want to make sure that I have the right color, the right yarn and the right color. And for once, I actually decided that I wanted to have a neutral color. So we had just released not too long ago, the baby, last year actually. Yeah, last spring, we released the baby camel. It's 100%, 100% baby camel in a sport weight. So I thought, yay, so I got a neighbor here in Italy, a friend that knit these for us. And we have 4 colors only 4 colors. We only have 4 colors, but there are 3 of them are neutrals, right? And then a little bit of blue. So those are nice. I see there's quite a few people are knitting with the baby camel. I see them in the chat. So that's become a nice yarn to do that. And of course, then my cardigan, to-go cardigan is in the Tibetan Cloud is Amy cardigan, originally done with La Bien-Aimée yarn, which is beautiful, with and named after Amy, right?
Yes.
And so, but we did it in Cloud. And the fun part is that we used our handmade ceramic buttons.
Wow.
Different colors as well. These were part of one of the Cora Club, and people keep asking us to make more. So we're trying to maybe bring them back. But this is also, with the green as well. So this is done with the Tibetan Cloud as well. Linda says she's using Morning Glory and Gobi. Oh, like a lot of, and of course, Baby Yakima card for the fitting point. Okay. And so any of the colors, but that's what we did with some of the designs. I have a lot of comments and maybe question. Shall we maybe check in with a couple of people if you want to come in and show what you're doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So how this is going to work, let's see, make sure that it works together. It works well. If you can raise your hand, you see virtual hand, if you can. If not, I'll probably try to see you. I have an iPad here, and see whether you want to come in and show us what you're doing. You will have to unmute yourself. But before everything, I would like to invite Nara. Nara, are you there? Let me see if I can find you.
Yes, I am.
Yes, I just have to find you, Nara. Just give me a
Nara,
second. Search. Okay. Okay. Nara, how do I get you to come?
I'll raise my hand.
Yeah, no, I see you. I have spotlight. Okay. Oh,
Hi, everybody. How are you?
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, nice to
I
meet
just
you.
entered. All right. Can you still see? Yes. Okay. Sorry, I have to go back. Yeah. Hi, Nara. Sorry, I'm just trying to do. Can you introduce your? Can you introduce yourself? I'm
Hi,
trying.
everyone. Thank you, Paula. Thank you. My name is Nara. I'm a Brazilian knitter and a fiber journalist. Now I live in Lisbon, here in Portugal, and I have a company named Knitalong, which is a portal of information, a hub of information about all the crafts and textile arts. We have a website with daily articles, a YouTube channel, also with episodes about my travels around the world, about the events in the fiber world, and also a Instagram account. The handle is @Knitalong. So I had the honor to meet and know more Joji and Paula in the yarn festivals we've been to together. I met in person Joji in Barcelona Knits last November, and Paula too. I don't remember
No, I was not
what
there.
was the event. No, yeah, but yeah, in
Had to
some
be
yarn
mixed.
festival.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then I went to the first retreat for myself in Lange from mYak's, and I became a fan of mYak's team and fibers, and I've been always fan of Joji, of course, as a knitter. So I went to Cavallese retreat last couple of weeks ago, and we met all together, and it was super fun. I was in Joji workshops. I talked to Paula, Andrea, and mYak's team, and it was super fun. And they invited me to join the call, and I'm knitting the hipster in mustard, Paula. It was sold out, but when I came back from Cavallese, I went to Milano, and there Carlotta referred me to a yarn shop, Lana di Miele, and there I found out that some baby yak in mustard and baby yak lace, and I'm holding double in order to get the gauge, and it's amazing. So yeah, I found out my means to get the mustard color, and I was intending to knit the Solare pullover, as we have the classes, the workshops with Joji, but then I saw hipster show in the event, in the retreat, and I fell in love immediately. And then I was like searching the mustard color, the so-called mustard color, and then I found it luckily in Milano, and then I had to buy and to cast on immediately. So I have this far, and it's quite fun. It's very easy to follow, and this detail of this pattern is so much fun to do. And yeah, it's a perfect project for a KAL, for knitting without any other distractions, or with Netflix, and that's amazing.
Thank you, Nara. And so Nara also interviewed Joji, and she interviewed Andrea and I. She put all of their contact on YouTube. You should really go and check them out, because not only she does, you know, the YouTube content, she just started, so it's small, but it's growing and it's really interesting. It's nice to have her going around the world and joining this all of the yarn festivals. We were together at the Swiss Yarn Festival as well. That's where we met again. And it's nice to see people around the world, and she makes everybody dance, which is, she even made me move like this for like 2 seconds, I think, me and Andrea.
I have to say that Paula and Andrea were the most like resistant people in the fiber world to dance a little bit, but I got it. And I have some very great moves actually in VK live from them dancing, and it was so much fun.
Yeah, yes, I am still very shy. I don't think you can get me to do that again.
Okay.
Well practiced. Actually, if Kevin and Ray will do it, I'll do it.
Oh, I see.
You don't want to see me dance. I have no rhythm, but I will dance for yarn for sure.
Yeah,
okay.
We should do that. Well, thank you, Nara. Make sure, you know, we will have all the description, and as this chat will be is recorded, and we will put it up on our YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is mYak Tibetan Fibers, if you want to follow us there. And of course, you know, Joji and Kevin and Ray have a wonderful channel as well. And in that channel, we will put all the description box and include Nara as well. Thank you, Nara.
Thank you for the invitation, for your time. And just remind, we have a special episode for Joji and Cavalesi retreat. And also this week, a special also episode with mYak headquarters visit that I made in Candia Canavese, and it was super great as always. Thank you very much.
Nice.
Thank you, Nara. Funny story about the showroom in Candia. Normally, not many people go there because it's a little bit out of the way. And so Nara said, "Can I go and see the showroom?" And I said, "Sure, of course." So I had to call my team and say, "You better clean up." Because she's going to record it. And then she said, "And I want all the yarn on the shelf." So I drove them nuts. And Nara told me, you know, she texted me saying, she said, "Oh, this is so nice." And I said, "Oh, good." It took Nara all the way to Italy to get the nice showroom organized. I'm trying to see, I see many hands up. I'm trying to go, bear with me. I'm trying to see them because I cannot, because I'm recording on this computer as well. So I'm trying to see whether I can get here. Oh, here. Oh, no, I lost. Sorry, just be mindful for a second. I see that you're doing it, but, oh, okay, sorry. Okay, Linda, let's see if I can spotlight you. Hi, Linda.
Hi, Linda.
You have to unmute yourself. Oh, look at that yarn.
Hello from the UK. I'm in the UK. My name's Linda, and I am making the scope. Hi, Kevin and Ray.
Hi.
How are you?
Your
So I'm
yarn is
making
so organized.
the scope, and I've got Gobi and Morning Glory.
Morning light.
Is it Morning Light? I thought
Yeah,
it
the
was
morning glory is from the cloud. Yes, but you know, it's still in blue.
I have made a start.
Oh,
Oh, cute. Oh, they go for really nice together.
I've never worked with camel before, and it is so soft. I've used a lot of different yarns, and this is just so beautiful to work with, and it's knitting up lovely. You can really see the stitch definition.
Yeah.
And your patterns, Joji, are fabulous. I've knitted the radiate, and so I had to knit this one. I didn't want to knit a shawl, so I knitted the sweater.
Thank
It's
you,
a hot
Linda.
day here in the UK, so I'm a bit warm.
Thanks.
Well, you know,
I was
if-
laughing at Diana's comments. She says, I want to live in a yarn shop too. Because it looks like you live in a yarn shop, Linda.
Oh, this is all, yes, I know. All my yarn.
Linda, you also have a YouTube channel, correct?
Yes, I do. Linda Simpson Designs.
Will you put it in the charts so that people can find you?
Yes, I will do. Thank you. Yes, I will.
And
Yes.
somebody says that they think they are knitting the same blanket. Knitting the same blanket?
That blanket, that was just granny squares of scrap 2-weight yarn. That I had, so there's all, it's a kind of a memory blanket. There's all different sock yarn, and there's some yarn that I made, the twist and turns, that's in there as well. And then I just joined it all together with the navy blue 2-weight.
Oh, wow,
So
nice.
it's kind of a memory blanket, but it's there's 100 squares there.
Right, wow, nice. Wow, thank you for showing it to us.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for letting me join you, and thank you so much. And it's nice to see you all.
Yeah, you too.
Bye.
Bye.
Somebody's asking what I'm drinking. I don't know, it's because it looks like I'm losing it or because they really want to know.
No, you're doing just fine. You're doing
But
good.
it's a nice gin and tonic that I made myself with some Italian gin. And let me see, who's next? Diane. Let me spotlight. I hope you're ready. Diane, yeah, it's you. Yay! You have to unmute yourself. You have to unmute yourself.
You have to turn your mic on.
Can
There
you-
is a little,
I
yeah.
know, I lived on, I had to work on social media, Zoom or something. I'm knitting saute, how do you say it? Saute
Sotto il sole.
Toto il
sole,
sole.
right? It's like an orange and like a peach and a lighter color. So, and Hohi, I had a question about the pattern, and I was out walking, and Hohi emailed me as I was walking up a hill, and it was about 90 degrees. So nice to get back to me. So I really.
Oh, no problem, of course.
And then
My
this is something I made in the past, so I had to laugh because it's called All the Lights. And I thought, when you said you love neutrals, this is about as far from neutral as you can get. It's beautiful pattern.
It's
Hohi.
beautiful. It's
Yeah.
beautiful. That was a fun construction for that one.
Yeah, not wearing it these days. It's quite hot
No,
here. I'm
I
in
bet,
New
I
Jersey.
bet.
So,
Yeah.
all right, good to see all
Thank
of
you,
you.
Diane.
And you, thanks.
Let's go to Kelly. Hey, I'm getting good at this. Look
Yeah,
at
you're
that.
getting quick.
Yeah. Hi, Kelly.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
I have a real quick question. I have this in my cart for the fading point. I have Shanda,
Yeah,
Gelso,
yeah,
Violetta, and Turchise.
yeah.
What do you think?
Um,
Since
think-
I'm doing it as pictures from the internet rather than in person.
so okay, so you have. I
I
don't
was
have.
thinking about putting the turquoise on the X.
Yeah, turquoise, Chanda. And can you say it again, Violetta? I don't have it here, the purple.
So I went from lightest to the darkest.
Yes.
It's Shanda.
More or less this one. I think that's what you have.
It's it'll be I have Shanda, Gelsa.
Yeah,
Sorry, it just moved. Violetta and Turchise.
oh yeah, turquoise is what, I don't
I
have.
think
all
you
of
need
them.
5 colors. If
You need
I
5 colors, you need one more,
Yeah.
right? You need one more.
It looked like it was 3 of 4 on the fading point bundle. I need one more.
Yeah, you need one more, yeah. I'm happy to, if you want to wait after we can take some pictures of the yarn and show them to you. I don't have all of them here, but I think you need, is a nice, I think maybe to Indra, I would add Indra, maybe another blue to stay, like on the, more on the neutrals. I don't have all of the yarn here, of course. All of the colors, I've used them. I would say probably you need another, I would add Indra, if anything, the other blue, this one, which is what I have.
Gorgeous. That's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Thank you.
Okay.
And Sabine, your puppy is adorable.
Oh. Let me remove spotlight. Oh, Olga. Olga is amazing Gotham knits. If you, hi, Olga.
Hi, Olga.
Hi, can
I
you
think
guys hear
everybody
me?
knows Olga.
Yes, we can see you.
Hi. Hi, everyone. Hi, Paula. Hi, Kofi.
Hi.
Hi, Kevin and Ray.
Hi.
Every time I tag you guys, I'm like, should I say Ray and Kevin or Kevin and Ray first? I don't know.
We're
And
versatile.
hi, Nara. I saw Nara and I always wanted to meet you. So hi. I just jumping on quickly, wanted to show you. And I hope Paula doesn't mind that I finished the show already. I know the
Don't mind at
casting
all.
starts today and I finished it already, but ta-da, Kohi, I love the pattern. It was so, like you said, it was not easy, but it was simple enough for me to just carry it with me everywhere. And I loved it. So thank you guys for having me.
It's gorgeous. I've been following your process. You've been sharing on stories, so I know about your project. It's beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And Olga is Gotham Knits on Instagram, and she's the person that when I wake up, and it's probably one of the first accounts that I go and check out because she makes me laugh, and she has all these amazing stories and reels and posts, and we actually live not far from each other in Brooklyn, so we start meeting for coffee now. Of course not. But she's as funny in person as she is in reels, and you know, and I think that even my husband. I think my husband started watching, remember I told you, was watching something and he said, you should follow this one.
Thank you so much.
So, anyway, Gotham Knits on Instagram, make sure you follow her. And I will put your link down below as well.
Thank you.
Ciao, Olga. Who else? I'm just going, Patricia, next. Wow, it's a lot of people that, oh, hi, this Patricia. Hi,
Trish.
Hi, Trish. Can you unmute?
Hi.
Hey.
Hi, everybody. Oh, my favorites. Oh, my gosh. So I had cast on, frogged, and recast on while we've been talking. I was using Deep Stash, no good, for Pure Joy. But I have a non-knitting, well, it's not non-knitting. First of all, if you're not watching Kevin and Ray eat and drink strange snacks, you are missing the boat. You can tell them what I'm talking about. I have a question about, all of a sudden yesterday, everybody joined this thing called Thread. And I have no idea what it is. I joined it, but I don't know what it is. Is it a way to segregate the people we follow to a thread of fiber? Is that what they mean? Nobody knows, but everybody joined.
It's Instagram's Twitter.
Yeah.
Instagram, Twitter.
It's
Instagram's Twitter. It's a new
Okay.
Twitter owned by Instagram.
Yeah.
Never mind.
So
And
if, I
Paula-
think that if you didn't enjoy Twitter, I don't think that you'll enjoy Threads. It looks like it's basically the same.
And Paula, I will never forget meeting you in the village in your showroom. It was so wonderful. You're not there anymore, right?
No, I'm not there anymore. But I
Place
still,
was-
I still have your little stitch markers from the time that we met. It was a very, very special time.
Bye. Kevin and Ray, tell them about the food. Bye.
Well, we definitely owe Trish a lot from
Woolen Folk.
Woolen
Like,
Folk.
She took care of us at
She
Woolen
totally
Folk, so
took
thank
care of
you.
us. She brought us cookies and
Water. So thank you.
Yeah.
Tell them about your snack food.
So we get this, there's a company called Try Treats, and they curate these boxes of food from different countries. So they had contacted us, and we've done it a couple nights, and they send like 10 different treats in it. So we've done Taiwan, Korea, and we just did
Serbia and Croatia.
Yeah. So it's just fun. It's another way for us to just kind of have like a good time and chat with people live, because I think doing a live like this, like a Zoom or like a YouTube live, it's so engaging and fun, and you get to interact in a different way than you do through comments on YouTube. But it's just a good time. We have a lot of fun doing it.
And I have to say, the first box, it's interesting trying the different types of foods in different countries. And the first box definitely had a lot of texture that I wasn't, super fond of. But this last box was probably my favorite, like, taste-wise. There was a lot of like chocolates and
good stuff.
Treats. Yeah, it was good. It's fun times. We do.
You go to the gym before and after, or because you're all in great shape? So I'm like, how do you do that?
You see us we're wearing corsets, and you see us from the top up.
All right. Oh, all right, let's invite somebody else. Sabine. Okay.
Hi.
Hi, Sabine.
It was so great to see you all together. I love each and every one of you.
Thank you.
I started on the Pure Joy just 2 hours ago, something. And now there is the second color. And I'm enjoying it. So soft and smooth. Even my dog likes it.
What's your dog's name?
I got two dogs. This is Laika.
Laika?
And Elvis, he's under the table snoring away. He doesn't want to be bothered.
Yeah, like mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's Perry.
Aww.
It's good. But
did I froze? Or?
Thing that you're doing. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And I'll keep you posted on my progress.
Yes.
Please do. And we will meet again, in a month or so. We just have to organize the timing, but make sure you keep following us also on, all social media. And we have a hashtag that you can post on Ravelry, of course. You just keep posting, chatting. I'm checking in every day. And if you're posting on social media, if you are like that, please make sure that you use the hashtag. I will write it down in a second because I don't remember it, and so that we can follow you guys too. Joyce.
Hi, everybody. So happy to see you all. I had logged on when I was in the car, and then it was a huge thunderstorm, so I couldn't talk. I just wanted to get home. So, but I have been listening. So now I'm home and I need help. I have Paula's beautiful baby yak medium from the Cora Club. And of course, Hohi, I have so many of your patterns and I can't make up my mind. So I need some suggestions.
Okay, what are you thinking of?
Either a small shawl or a light sweater. So I have.
Paula has suggestions.
6 skeins.
It's not light, but seeing the colors,
not like a long sleeve sweater, something, more summery.
I'll take my suggestion. I was going to, because you have a baby yak medium there, which is not really summery.
Right, that's like a DK.
I was going to suggest a super simple summer sweater by Hohi.
Okay, I do have that pattern, of course. I thought of that. That's a great idea.
That is a good idea, actually. Yeah, I was thinking. Yes, I agree.
Okay. That's a great idea. Thank you. I can't make up my mind. I have a lot of yarn, and I have a lot of patterns. So sometimes I just get caught in that. Oh, I just don't know what to do next. But thank you. Great to see you.
I have a suggestion for you. I don't know. Sorry, we have a suggestion for you from Miriam. Sterile shawl.
Oh, for some reason on my iPad I can't see the chat.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Is that Hohi? Is that one of your Hohi patterns?
About the sterling shawl.
Sterling shawl.
Yeah, it came out in a book or a collection But I think it was finer yarn. I think it wasn't. This is
Oh,
not.
yeah, this is closer to worsted, right? It's gonna
Yeah.
detail.
The picture in the chat is so beautiful.
And Miriam posted a link.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
sweater would be lovely in that yarn. I am horrible at recommending my own pattern.
It's well, you know, I think that even the cardigan, maybe no, there is another.
It's a different gauge. Amy, it's a different gauge.
No, that was sorry. No, yeah. What about the one that somebody was just knitting in camel? Is that? But it's a sport weight. The
no, she was making the shifting pullover in the camel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a sport weight. I'll think about it, Joyce, and send you.
Thanks. I'll definitely, and I have seen the super simple summer sweater. In fact, Tracy was modeling hers on her podcast this week.
Yes, I saw.
So
But yeah, so you have stripes, right? You don't have sweater lots for a solid.
Right. It would be stripes.
Yeah. A worsted boxy could work.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Time to start swatching.
Yes.
Thank you all. Appreciate it. Take care.
Bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Okay, I think we have time for a couple of more. I have 3 more that want to come on. Shall we have time? You have time?
We do, yeah.
Holly, you're good?
Yes, of course, for sure.
Holly.
Hi, Holly.
Hi.
You have to mute yourself. I love the mandala that you have in the background.
There we go. How's that?
Hi.
Is that better?
Yes.
I'm so excited because I've never met everybody, but this community is just wonderful. I live not far from Kevin and Ray, and actually taught in their town for a while. Yeah, thank you. My husband remodeled our bedroom, and that's what he put. Isn't that awesome?
Yes,
beautiful. I love it.
I cast on very quickly this morning because I had the grandkids over, and I wanted to do the Pure Joy because I've never done it. I've had it in my queue for a while, and I went down and grabbed some yarn out of my stash, and I'm winding up with Christmas colors. What do you think?
I like it.
I love it.
Oh yeah.
You think it'll work?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they are very coordinated.
Yeah, they were from the same dyer, so it should be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty. It'll be fun. Yeah, and then I've got my hipster, my lightweight hipster.
You have the lightweight hipster on, right? Is the lightweight?
Yep. The lightweight
Very
hipster,
nice.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's
yeah, no, it's
option.
exciting. I'm so happy. Thank you for having me on here, and hopefully someday I'll bump into people. But this is really exciting.
Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you,
Nice to
Holly.
meet you too. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Dora, you're next. Let me see. Oh,
Hey.
wait, you're right. Yes.
Hello,
Hey.
everybody.
Hello.
Hi.
I just listened to you and your treats.
Oh.
Afternoon. So right now I'm just knitting the Rafa's hat.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Great pattern. We've knit
And
a
I
few.
want to submit it also to your KAL for the boys
Awesome.
Yes.
with the midnight blue.
That was intended for a man when I
Yes.
designed it. Yeah.
And I have a little question because then I would like to cast on the Ripple Lake. And I have, this is Melograno, but I only have 8 skeins. And I saw that the smallest size on the kids is 9.
No, for you. I think you can make it with 8. I mean, you're so tiny. You're
I
very
don't know
skinny,
about that.
Dora. So
And my question was, if I need another skeins, is one of the colors that changes a lot from one dye lot? Because this is old. I think if I understand the dye lot, the last number is the year, right?
yeah, I think so. I never
It's-
understood the light lot numbers.
It's 9.
19.
I bought it, I think, in 2020. So
I mean, you have more mYak yarn in your house than I have, so you should try to find a No, if
So,
I need one,
I will
you know,
try.
I can actually have somebody that I can ask, Natalia, because she has more yarn than you. So, what's the lot number?
okay, I will tell you. It is 11. No, yes, 11, 10, 19.
11, 10,
No,
19?
01, 01, 10, 19.
Okay.
Not clear because there's something on.
Yeah.
I don't know. It wasn't a 0, but it's been corrected with a 1, I think.
Yeah, it's the one that we had. Yeah. So yeah, 1. I'll check for you, but I think you should be fine. If anything, it will be a little bit shorter like mine, but it's
Yeah, but the problem is that since you have to do it in
oh yeah,
It's a strange construction.
I have to decide ahead how long I want it, and then if I can
yeah,
have
of course. Yeah, I'll check for you, Dora.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Ciao.
Bye, Dora.
Last one that I have, Una. Sorry to keep you waiting. Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
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 My name's Una. I'm from Ireland.
Oh,
Hi,
nice.
Una. Hi, Hohi. Hi, Paula. Hi, Kevin and Ray. I can't believe it to see you all together. It's brilliant. So, anyway, I'm joining to do this one, if you can see it, the Blurry KAL.
Oh, yes.
And Paula, I got my wool from Italy. It came this week. So it's Wild Daisy in the Tibetan cloud. And I forget the name of the green one.
Salvia argentea.
Good woman, that's it.
Please have good memory.
Paula, it's so nice. It's like the softest
I
wool
love it. I love those two
ever
colors
felt.
together. I love that. Oh, did you see that I have your?
I saw. So
yeah,
sweet.
it's so nice.
I love that blurry KAL. I love it so much. I have it in Wild Daisy and Canela, I think. I'm trying to find the colors. And it's such a nice design. It's a quick design. It's really nice. It's soft against the skin. And it's just 2 skeins. If you want a 2 skeins project, the blurry KAL is really, it's so easy. And it's a timeless project, a timeless design. I think you can wear it with jeans, with, over a coat in winter and in fall. Is I think it's one of the first things that we did.
In Ireland, we will wear nearly every day, some KALs and stuff. So
yes,
it's perfect. Yeah.
Oh, good. I should come and visit. I've never been to Ireland. It's one of the places I always wanted to go to.
It's lovely, but it rains a lot.
Me too. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Can somebody organize a retreat there so we can all go?
It rains a lot, so you need an umbrella or a hat, but it's
I don't care.
That's great. Yeah.
Yes. Wow.
And I loved watching everything about your trip in Italy and Hohi, all your reels with you and Nano and
thank you. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
I appreciate
so nice.
you.
And
Thanks.
Kevin and Ray, I watch you all the time too.
Thank you.
And the After Dark ones too.
Those are gonna get us.
Ray, I know you think you're half Irish as well.
Right. It's me.
So it's great. And Paula, the last thing I should tell you too, I watched back some of the mYak YouTube podcasts, and on one of them, I don't know, it was ages ago, and you were kind of telling off the rest of the team jokingly, and you were given one of these. And now my son, he always goes like this, Mama, and I say, why are you giving out to me like that with the finger? And he says, because Paula does it.
Oh my God, that's actually a trend. I'm the bossy one.
Yeah, it's so funny when he says it. Anyway, it's lovely to see you all.
You too.
You too.
Thanks for joining us.
Bye-bye.
Maybe we'll see you soon.
Yeah.
In Ireland.
In Ireland, I think we're doing, yes. Is somebody, I'm doing a grandpa cardigan. Oh, there was another one, the grandpa cardigan with stash yarn. Is a long message, but it's really nice. Okay, a lot of people have to go. I know we have been, it's almost 9 o'clock here.
Wow.
Is time is almost dinner time.
Thank you, Teresa, for your message.
Yeah, thank you guys. I mean, this has been really fun. I think, you know, and we're going much faster and longer than I thought. Patricia's asking, is anybody going to the Flock Fiber Festival? That's a festival in August, beginning of August, I believe, in California, near Portland, I think.
Yeah.
In Bainbridge Beach Island.
Or Seattle area.
Yes, Seattle area. Yes. Yeah. No, it's a long way to go, and I'm here. I'm not moving from my mountains until the end of August. But we will try to find a time to do this, you know, in a month or so we can check in with people. I want you to thank Joji for taking the time to do this with you.
And Ray, thank you.
And Kevin and Ray as well.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thanks for having us.
It's been so cool. I hate saying goodbye on these.
And a reminder that if you get also for the 2 latest pattern from Solare and Sotto il Sole, if you get both patterns together on Ravelry, unless you know, if you don't have them yet, if you get them together, they're 30% off. So this is a really, really great deal as well. You should get them both, and basically it's the price of one, to be honest. And then it's amazing. You can just put them in your wish list and need them later. And I might even start something myself. Wishful thinking. Anyway, thank you, everybody. And thank you, Joji. And as I said, we're going to upload this chat to my YouTube channel as soon as I can figure things out.
You did a great job.
Yes.
And please keep posting, Ray and Kevin and Ray. We definitely want to see progress as well. And everybody,
sure.
I know.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We'll be posting on our Instagram and jumping in the Ravelry. We have our podcast tomorrow.
Yeah.
I will see if this gets any bigger. It probably will.
I'm sure we have to go.
I will be checking. I will be checking.
Yes. Yeah. So he's going to crack the whip.
Yeah. And anybody doing the Rafa hat, like she was saying, you know, you can double dip into our make along as well.
Yes. And then you can keep going. And then on the 1st of September, Joji's preparing a great, you know, a new edition of the Knitalong that starting on the 1st of September. And I saw some little things. You're going to have a fabulous merchandising as well. Yeah, the logo list is, so it's very organized, not like ours. Anyway, thank you everybody for joining. Have a wonderful time, and have a lovely weekend as well.
Yeah.
Bye,
Bye everybody.
Bye everyone.
Bye.
I'll stay on until people will leave. I will stop the recording if I can manage to do that. Yeah.